Hello, I'm Erland Drever. I work for Cooke Scotland. I work as a crewman on a site service boat which works around all the Orkney seawater sites, and currently we're sitting at a site called Vaddy in Rousey in Orkney. I grew up in a small island in the North Orkney called Westray, so I grew up there, lived on a farm. Did all my schooling in Westray. I was actually at junior high school, so I was there from P1 right through to when I left school at 16. My first job was working in a creel boat, lobster and crab fishing in Westray. Thought then that it would be better maybe getting a trade, so I actually served my time as a bricklayer. But as things went on, there was a job came up with Cooke that I thought I would apply for, and that's me now. I've been here nearly 5 years. It was a big change for me, a big lifestyle change, but a big factor into how good it was the job that I'm in now is a 2 week on, 2 week off rotation. So it just basically changed life at home with the family. Small things that you take for granted, like seeing your kids going to school in the morning, going on the bus, but more so being home at night and your 2 weeks off to see them coming off the bus. I can be home every evening as well, so it's a great thing for family life. I'm quite involved in the Orkney Rugby Club. Been for years. I would say a past player now. I'm probably too old to be playing, but I've been heavily involved in that. Both my sons are playing in the under 13s and under 14s, so I help out coaching there. I've got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, so it's a pretty hectic life at home, dropping off and picking up. But thankfully the wife does a better job organising that than me, so that's that. Yeah, so a wee bit more about the job that I do. So site service, I said before that we could be in any Orkney seawater site. So some of the stuff we do is a lot to do with the moorings of the sites. So you've got a mooring system with anchors, chains, ropes everywhere. We do a lot of work with that. Obviously they don't last forever, so some of that mooring system has to come out, and we would put the new ones back in. There's a huge variation in the job. You could be doing something like that, or you could be wiring a site with cables. You could be putting in new nets. You could be taking dirty ones out that's going away. It's just a huge variation, so it's actually why I like the job so much. Yes, you're not in the same place every day and you're always doing something different, so it's really good that way. So with the 2 and 2, it's 11-hour days we work, so your starting time in the morning can vary depending on what you're doing. If we're doing a lot of treatments with fish and stuff, we can be starting really early in the morning. Today we are down about 10 to 6, got all the engine checks done, got the boat fired up. It's about an hour and a half-ish steam to Vaddy where we're at the day. We're just doing some site checks at Vaddy, just making sure all the panes were okay. We've also been at another couple site called Carness, and with 2 of the electrical engineers out. So we're putting the cabling in that powers the sites for their cameras, lights, things like that. So we're running the cables with them. This weekend coming up, we've got the barge that we're actually on at the moment. It's going to get ready for being taken away to Macduff for a paint. So we've got to get that ready, disconnect all the anchors, make sure everything's okay for the company that's towing it away to Macduff. And if we have time today, I think we're going to swing in past one of the couple sites. Got a few ropes to adjust, and that'll probably bring us up to 5 o'clock and then home time. Yeah, so coming into this industry from a different background, being in the building industry, it was a huge eye-opener for me. I didn't actually, well, I've obviously lived in Orkney all my life, but you know that there's salmon farming happening, but I didn't realise the extent of it and how big it was. Not just the rearing of salmon, but just everything that it involves, from engineers to the factory to the people that make all the components that goes with it. It's huge. I think we're very lucky in Orkney to have it. The amount of people that it employs, Orkney and Shetland. I think there's about over 380 people employed. It's great for the local community to have that, not just for the employment, but everything else that benefits from it. Cooke's got a community benefit fund that I think there's over 700,000 been donated for loads of different things. Some of them that spring to mind, there was iPads for one of the local primary schools in Potawestry, raffle prizes for RNLI. I think actually at my own kids' local primary school, they had funding to help for one of their trips to Lagalia. So it's really good that the money that they're putting back into the community, not just through the employment, but through the generosity out of the community benefit fund. We're really lucky to live here. The scenery, the history that we have here is tremendous. It's just a really good place to live. You know everyone, which is annoying sometimes, but it's good in other ways. Everybody knows your business, but it's really nice. You know, you can be walking down the street in Kirkwall and there's always somebody to say hello to, somebody to speak to. I would like to say that I think most of the people in Orkney are pretty polite as well. It's a really nice place to be. Also really good for bringing up children. You don't have that worries in big cities. You know, there are a lot of freedom. They can go out and be themselves, basically. Small, tight community that everybody looks out for each other. So yeah, it's a good place to stay. Yeah, so I really enjoy the job here that I have at Cooke. It's good. You're out in the fresh air every day. You're out at sea. You get to see things that no one else gets to see. You bump into orcas every now and again. The Scapa Flow, that was tremendous. Twice they've been really close to the boat, and probably something now I take for granted that other folks have seen. But yeah, you're out in the fresh air, like I said, in the summer months. Brilliant. It's a clean job. You're not going home covered in clay and gutter and things like that. It's you've got all the right clothes. Yeah, there's a good old saying that it's never bad weather, it's just bad clothing. So there's no excuses for that. But yeah, as a whole, the job's really good. I would encourage anybody out there to get involved in the industry. There's just so many different things. You know, there's so much more to it. Like I said, there's engineering, there's factory workers, there's cleaners, there's everything. HR, fish health, loads and loads of opportunities out there, so if you're interested, get involved. Yeah, so I count myself really lucky that I've been given this opportunity by Cooke. I can't see myself working anywhere else for a long time, to be truthfully honest. Really like the job. I've said it before about the variation. Who knows in the future what might happen, but I'm really enjoying it at the moment.